Hi everyone, back again with me on Magic Joe, and in this video I would like to share the clear for level 60 of the weapon stage 2 that I've been clearing just today. And this might be a bit longer video because I'm just gonna explain all the things so detailed, if you might say so. So just bear with me, and now let's jump to the video. Okay, now on this video, the first unit that I want to talk about is Outlaw Guard. Right now he's level 44 and rank 8. I've been using this guy a lot for the weapon trial 2 and also weapon trial 3, and he's also a free-to-play unit. Like, you can get it from like pooling. You must have this one on your account by just pulling those many units to your account. And the trait here, Shield of Raid, he will gain block when taking any physical damage for the first time, and also it's like 100% chance to trigger the block, and also will increase the damage that he deals for 15% more. So even though his role is defender, this guy could really deal damage a lot. He hits like a truck. I just say it like everywhere to my friends and also guildmates. And by the stats here that I want to highlight is his speed. So his speed is 230, which is it will allow him to move first than the boss, which is really great because you want to utilize him to use this intimate, which is can reduce the attack by 20%, so your units will not get killed. I'll explain it later. And for the skill, the reaction, I prefer him to get the rage. That's why you can have access for like 2% more damage that you can deal with him. Also, rupture armor, it's like a 50-50 chances to reduce the physical defense, because all you want to deal in this boss is physical defense by your units. So that's why having this debuff on the boss will help you a lot to deal more damage. And the other skill that I wanna highlight is the Burning Bridges. So this skill will deal 150% damage, and before attacking, he will get another buff that is offensive stance. This buff will give another 40% damage from the physical defense. But it will give him like vulnerability, which will increase the damage taken by 8%, but that doesn't really matters. What I want to highlight here is, so from the weapon, see this hollow axe weapon, I got lucky to get this one. It will increase the defense 8% and also give another bonus for like physical attack equal to 8% total of physical defense and also magical defense at the start of the battle. That's why this axe is really good for him to deal more damage. So you can get more physical attack from this weapon, and also you can get more physical attack from these skills, of course. And for the equipment, it's just like you can put anything you like, but I just gonna use this level 40 trinkets and level 40 weapons. And for the Turret Whisper, I'm just gonna full physical attack on the details for this Turret Whisper, and I'm going to use the Rays of the Sun because it will give him 20% ignore defense when the target is injured. So that's why he could deal a lot of damage on this boss. Okay, the next unit that I want to recommend is Rawiyah. As you know, she is a free unit as well. You can get her from the Voyage Memento event. And also for now, she's level 44 as well, rank 8, and also I just 3-star her from the Voyage Memento. And the trait is really good because it will increase her damage by 16%, which can deal more damage. And also there's a 70% chance to recover 40% lost HP and gain Tipsy. So Tipsy is like a buff where you can reduce damage for 10% for every stack, and then it can be stacked. That means you can have 2 or 3 stacks of this unit, of this buff. That is really good. and it's also increased the critical chance by 30%. And also from the base stat, she has really high physical attack and also speed. That is good because she could be faster than the boss as well. And for the skills, I just put like everything I can put, like the screw off, it doesn't really matter. The Gale Bridge, you want to deal like more damage on the boss using this one. This is really good. I couldn't lie. Like I will not lie to you. This is really good. And also the toughness, because you want to deal constant damage to the boss, so you don't want her being injured and just do less damage and take more damage or dying state, which is it will, you know, reduce the damage per second that you deal to the boss, so you don't want that. That's why I recommend to put on this one. And also another pin, it's really simple because we want to recover the health to get higher health percentage, and also the tipsy buff. And for the equipment here, I have Fist Axe. If the HP percentage is lower than the characters when attacking, it will increase attack for another 10%, which is really great because, you know, when you're facing the boss HP, you want the boss HP to be cheap, and it will be lower than your characters. So with this equipment, you can deal more damage. And also, it's just like a normal stuff that you might have, but just make sure all of them have level 40. And also your tarot cards. I choose this one because it gives a lot of physical attack to her, and also sometimes on the Wheel of Fortune you will get, like, if you're lucky, you will get a buff that can deal another damage, piercing damage. Also you can get another buff that can increase 10% damage of your units. So I suggest you to put this one on her for this boss. And the next one, we have the Lady Butterfly here. And now, right now, I'm just gonna leave her at 43. I don't want to use a lot of the materials for level up. And also the rank 8 Butterfly is really good, so she will act as a buffer as well, and also healer. But then she also could deal damage on the boss, so that's why she's really versatile. And the trait here, Dance of Butterfly, will increase the attack by 10%, and at the end of the turn will grant one level 1 buff to 3 random allies in the 3-tile radius that lasting for 2 turns. So if you can get lucky, you will get another boost on the attack or defense, or maybe like a critical buff, which is really good for the boss, like to facing this boss, I mean. And for the skill, this is just reaction ability. You can pick whatever you like, but I like this one better. And I'm gonna pick the Cure Blow because sometimes you might need to heal your allies as well. This is really good if you have energy, but the most important skill is Dance of Encouragement, because by giving this buff to your allies, it will increase their damage, including Butterfly, and also will grant them the lifesteal for 30%, which is really good because in this boss you want to be as healthy as possible, so you will try to deal damage and also gain more health by dealing damage on it, if that makes sense. And on the equipment, I'm just gonna put the best dagger that I can get. It's not really optimal, but this is what I have. And then this disaster bottle, if you have, just put it on her. It will give like 2 random debuff on level 3, which is really good. So it could has like a down attack, down critical, down physical defense, or whatever. It will really help you to clear this stage. So whenever you have this, put it. And for the gear level, even though I could upgrade it to level 50, but I think 40 is enough because I don't really have much radiant powder. Maybe that's also the struggle that you have. I don't know. Because we're not well. So, okay. For the tarot card, I would like to put the Mercy of the High Priestess. That gives her another physical attack, and also like HP or whatever thing that can make her survive the attack. So this is really good because it will increase the healing effect by 15%, so you can heal more health for your units, and you can still deal damage as well using the cure blow. And for the tank here we have Papal Guard. Right now he's been sitting on level 42 and rank 7. I don't think that you need to rank up him a bit more. Just save your materials for another units because he's been doing really good at rank 7 and just sitting there. If you want to raise his level for a little bit to gain more HP or stats, you could, but I think for the rank, I don't think so. He's been doing really well at this rank, so. And let's talk about the trait. The trait is he could possess block, which is a buff that will reduce the damage for 20% if the damage taken from the front or side, and also if the target, like this person, has 3 or more buff, the physical damage taken will be decreased by 15%. So it could be really well when you pair him with the Angel, because Angel, if she does any heals to another unit, it will instantly grant you like 3 buffs. I'll explain it later, so that will really make sense. And also the block chance, it will be increased up to 100% if you get him at level 5 on the stars. And the great thing about this guard for this boss is the range attack, the defense range attack abilities, because it will decrease the damage taken by 25%. As you might know, the weapon stage 2, it will deal like all physical damage, and then the purpose of this unit is to tank the single attack range damage from the boss, so that's why this reaction ability is really good from him. And another thing, also he has like instant ability that can grant him a physical shield for 20% of the total of his HP, and also will grant the block enhancement, which is going to reduce 10% more of the damage taken by the range attack. So that is really good. And this one, it doesn't really matter, you can just put it or not. But another important skill is the Invulnerable on this one. So it has long cooldown, but it's really effective to tank the damage from the boss, because it will grant you another 40% reduction on damage taken, and also it will grant another buff like mind size and also immunity to disrupt. You can read it if you have it on your account, but I also sure that you would have this guy on your account by pulling some units that you really want. And for the equipment here, I got lucky to have this, so this will combo well with the instant shield that he has. It will increase the HP by 10%, and also when having a shield, it will increase the defense by 20%. So I got lucky, but if you don't have this, maybe another option, you can choose the Dwelling Dagger. That is really good on him as well. And another one that I got lucky with is the Cooling Powder, because on this boss, whenever it deals the damage from the range, it will give like a block healing debuff. So if you have this item, just put it on him, and then you can just block that block healing receive. So it's like anti healing. So this is really good. And you want to upgrade the equipment at least level 30 or 40. It depends on what you have, but it doesn't really matter on him. And also the Territ Whisper card here, I put the Hermit because it will give him another 10% damage reduction. And for the details here, if you could, try to get him the Hermit with the physical defense or like max HP up, you don't really need the physical attack up because it doesn't really matter. He is here to tank the damage, not to deal the damage. Okay, the last one but not least, you might need a healer. That's why I'm gonna put Angel on this boss. So she's been sitting on level 44 and rank 8 at the moment, and the trait here, it will give her 15% increase on healing effect, which is he could heals more HP, and also after healing an ally, it will grant them 3 random buff, which is can be like random buff on this list, and also it will last 2 turns. And for the skill, I want to talk about the reaction first, because for you who has watched my guides for the healer, I recommend to use this one, but then I just spent 1 Castalia on her to get the protection of life, because sometimes there's a case when you want her to survive a hit. So this one is better because she has really low speed that will allow her to move at the last as a last person on the turn. So she might not have time to heal herself first. So that's why I just suggest you to have this, so she could survive on this boss fight on the weapon trial to level 60. And another thing is the Vigilant. You want to give this on her because you want extra energy every turn, but in order to get that extra energy, you need her to get hit. So sometimes you might need to move a little bit to the other unit that has the lightning. I will explain it later on the video, but if you get hit, then you could regenerate like 2 energy at once at 1 turn. That will allow you to spam this AoE healing to heal your units and give them 3 buff every turn. And also the MDEF command is not really matters. I should put the healing spell on this boss, but I didn't do that. That's my fault, but that doesn't really matter. And also the equipment here, I have the cube, which is will increase the 6% of the healing effect from her, and also will dispel another 1 debuff, but it's not really important on this stage because the boss will not give you any debuff except for the long range attack ability, which is will give you anti-healing, but yeah, that doesn't really matter. And you might want to put the unique code on her because it will help to reduce the physical damage taken by 30%, like 10 to 20 to 30%. It depends on how many stars you have on this equipment. So I recommend you that you might want to have at least level 40 equipments on this one. And also for the tarot card here, I just put the High Priestess for increase the healing effect. It doesn't really matter if it's like legendary level or like the epic level. At this stage, I'm just gonna use anything that can give magical attack up on the tarot card. So that's why I just put that on her. Okay, now time for the boss fight, but before we start, I just want to mention something. Just make sure that you positioning your units just like this, because you want to put that Outlaw Guard over there in the middle, so he could move to the boss to give to activate the passive skill that he has to reduce the attack from the boss. The Papal Guard is gonna start stacking the shield and try to attack the stone. And as you can see there, by standing there, the Outlaw Guard will proc the Intimidate skill to reduce the attack from the boss. So if we could see here, the boss now has the debuff, but it's just a bit bug here. I'm just gonna show you again later. And why you want to put that Papal Guard as far as possible, because the boss will target the farthest unit, as you can see, the farthest unit on this one, to deal some damage. So you want him to tank all this skill, but the first time that the boss will move, it will hit the target with the Thunderbolt extra, which is it's gonna lock 2 enemies, 2 units farthest from the boss to get like 100% physical damage from the boss and anti-healing for 3 turns. It only happened once, actually. I don't know why. I think it's a bug or something, but whatever. Just move your unit slowly. That's the Thunderbolt. So that will hit because Angel and also Rawiyah is the 2 farthest unit from the boss. That's why it hits them. It doesn't supposed to do like that, but it's just my bad. So I misstep on this, but it's gonna be fine. Also, I want to tell why Angel can survive it. Because she has this one, this ability, and also the equipment that I told you about. Without it, I think she's just gonna die. You don't have to worry about Rawiyah because she has the passive that could regenerate her lost HP by from the trait and also from the instant skill, so you don't have to worry about her. Now on the second round, you want to move Papal Guard to be the farthest unit, and then start to deal some damage here, and then you cast that Dance of Encouragement, which is going to give 15% more damage for your allies and also the lifesteal for 3%. You just regenerate with the skills of Rawiyah and then hit the stone because she couldn't have the range to attack the boss, but that's okay, like you need to destroy the stones anyway. That's the skill. And after that you want to heal your team up again. That will also give him 3 buff. Let me see. Okay, so after that heals, it's gonna give him a lot of buff. That's why it's going to trigger his trait, which is gonna give him like extra damage taken decrease for the physical attack by 15%. And that is really important thing that you need to cast the merge command on this one, because you want to positioning your unit, because your unit will have that Thunderstruck or the Voltage Shock debuff. So you don't want positioning your units to be like in the cross shape to each other, because it's gonna deal damage on the cross shape from the units that affected by the debuff. So I'm just gonna try to positioning my units just like that. And then because of March of Command, Rawiyah can attack and then just positioning herself again. And this is where I want Angel to get hit to trigger the Penance ability. There you go. So just want to mention something about that. You could also destroy the stones using the boss skill like that. As you can see, like pretty much all the stones in the middle are clear now. So you want to achieve that by just like positioning your units to get to damage the stones using the boss debuff, the Voltage Shock. And after that, you want to attack and move again, because after this abilities, the boss will cast this one, which is it's like 3 square in the front of the boss. It's gonna knock your units down to the very far away by 4 tiles. You don't want your units to get that. And also I just want to mention here, see the debuff that boss can get. It's reduced attack from the Outlaw Guard and also the physical defense down from the passive. So that's why this guy is really important. It's only 50% chance, but still it's 50-50. Sometimes you will get it, sometimes you will not, but it's really good ability to have, especially for the weapons trial. And then after that, Butterfly is just gonna cast the Cure Blow to heal some units. And then Rawiyah is just gonna do her job at dealing damage. And then you want to move her again on this side. And this is the skill that I talk about. Just heal up here. Yeah, so you want to positioning your tank again to the very furthest. So because you have, because I have chance to attack the stone as well, so I'm just gonna do that. And for now, your unit is good to deal more damage again. Because after that big AoE thing, the boss will cast another Furious Wallop. It's supposed to target, so let me see. Yeah, this is only one, but I don't know why the boss just used one basic attack on this round. So it's supposed to be like every turn, but that's okay. That will make it easier. Extra. Okay, so about that skill, just gonna explain to you a little bit. Just gonna move that thing over there, and then that skills, what we just saw is the Shackles of Fate Extra 2, which is gonna block 2 closest targets. So the closest target is the one from the right. So if you have like Rawiyah on the left there, she will not get the shock at all. So the closest one is from the right to the left. So if you want to, let's say you want to juggle your units, it's better to put the unit that can tank the damage on the right side than the left side. So yeah, if that makes sense, it's gonna help you just a little bit. As I said before, you want to move the Papal Guard closer to the boss as possible, but still to be the farthest unit. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so that skill called Burning Bridges, that is really good. That's what I talked to you about. So after dealing that damage, before attacking, he will get the offensive stance, so it will boost the physical attack even more. So as you can see now, my Outlaw Guard here has 2300 attack, because he got a lot attack from this one, from totaling the physical defense and make it as the physical attack. So yeah, as you can see, that one and that one, that is really good. I think it's even more than Rawiyah, so he hits like a truck, that's for sure. Just trying to heal up. Just want to mention that the Cure Blow will only heal your allies, but not Butterfly. So just make sure if you know that. Because sometimes I also forgot that. Oh yeah, it doesn't heal Butterfly. So you still want to try to heal her as possible. And then we could start to hit again. Yeah, and I want to mention that thing that just happened. So I always put this this passive to butterfly whenever I want to do boss battle, because this is just really good. This is just really good ability that she has as a healer. And as you can see, the physical defense there is really low. It's because of the comet debris kind of thing from the purple stones. So what you want to do with these stones is you want to try to destroy it as much as possible, because it will reduce your physical defense by 20% for each comets that you have around you. So you don't want to have them around your unit. Try to destroy it as soon as possible. You could destroy it by attacking it or just pushing it to the edge. Like you can just knock them back to the pitfall or anything. And then after that, you could also use the voltage shock to destroy the stones as well. So as you can see, like explode after receiving calamity attack. So from any attack, what you want to utilize is whenever the boss use this Shackle of Fate extra in here, you could just positioning your units to destroy the stones. And also if there's like some extra on front of the boss, it could also be destroyed if the boss using this one. But what you want to do is you don't want your unit to stand like one square around the stones, because it will give you 80% HP damage as a piercing damage to your unit. So you don't want your unit to get that. Positioning your units. Okay, as you can see there, every time like I just put the butterfly over there to destroy the purple stones from here and there, so it will make the stage easier. So you can just utilize that thing. And also like one purple stone in here is destroyed by the voltage shock from the boss as well. Okay, that's what I did. It's just it's because I know that the boss is going to use the AoE attack that can knock back your units. That's why I use the maneuver command from the talents or tactics just to move the Outlaw Guard position to the left. It's also gonna restore 25% of your maximum HP to the unit that you move. That tactics is really helpful. So sometimes if you miss positioning your units, then you might want to do that as well. Just slowly restoring your health and starting to attack again. Another march command, so I could positioning my units better. See, he got 3,300 damage just from the Outlaw Guard. The common. Even the kill break from Rawiyah will not do that much damage. Okay, that purple stuff over there is really annoying because it's really close to my units, this one. I really hate it. Trying to rebuff again. Some healing stuff. Okay, this might not the best clear ever because it's reached the 15 rounds at the moment. But anyway, I still clear it, so that's good. $4,200 damage. Just use the money for the tanks. Ooh, that is 5,200. That's really good. Okay, and this is the end of the video. But I just want to let you know that I've been trying to make better content every time I'm posting it by trying new things like this. Just let me know if it's more convenient for you guys to have a guide like this rather than just like posting pictures and put some text on the video without any voiceover. Please let me know your thoughts, or if you have any feedbacks or advice for the next video. Just put them on the comment section below. And that's it. See you guys. Take care. Bye now.